Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Jameis Winston and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 71 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they will finally stop it, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a screen pass. That's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second down, Winston. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes that important possession but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston. On the catch, it's Crowder. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
Down the sideline he goes.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Evan Ingram. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now Winston.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Jameis to throw it.
This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Winston now.
Quick slant to Crowder.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Winston.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 20. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field reversed.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. It's deep for Duvernay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
That is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Straight ahead, Etienne. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game approaches halftime. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
ETN bringing in another one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Once more, ETN pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Brenton Strange, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Winston now to throw on 1st down.
That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Jameis on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Etienne sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And again, it's Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Winston. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Winston. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. To throw is Winston. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Escaping the pressure right. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Here's a give to Etienne. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 72 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to
to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Winston. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
To throw, Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
2nd and 10.
Now Winston. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here's 3rd and 7.
One last shot now for Winston.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Jacksonville, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.